Hello, orienteering friends. Welcome to the third stage of KWAK O-tour in Pilsen or around Pilsen. This time we moved to different location. The woods were mainly pine woods, and it was more technical overall. There were a lot of so-called erosion gullies, and it was more flat. The slopes were not that steep, let's say. I bought some protective glasses because I got injured in the previous stage, or I injured my eye. And this was something new to me. I also bought them with some, magnifying glass inside. So part of the glasses were, let's say, open. The other part was with the magnifying glass. So I had to get used to it. For example, this part was kind of tricky to run. Here I probably got scared by this, young forest, and also didn't notice the narrow rides on the left side. So I decided to go from the start to that main road, let's say, and to run the let's call it a long leg all around roads. I think there was a better path. I didn't have to go to the main one. I could have cut it a little bit somewhere in between. I'm noticing some parts that potentially could shorten the way a little bit, but at the race you are thinking differently. So now I was mainly focusing on making my life easier. Here I was able to put away the glasses, and I was able to run without disturbance, let's say. And you will see that nothing really major happened. I got a little bit unfocused around the place where are those lot of junctions, and I at first chose a wrong path, but I corrected pretty quickly and then continued uphill. The slope was runnable, and but not so fast. So overall, I think it was not a really bad choice for me, because I can run fast, and I do have some kind of endurance. So let's speed it up now. Here, as I was closing to control number 1, I was mostly, focusing on that greenish patch on my left, and from that I took my direction. I think I didn't use a compass, I just estimated, and I attacked the control number 1 almost precisely, but then to control number 2, I think I didn't read the map properly, and also I didn't read properly the descriptions. I thought that it's in the descriptions it's some kind of erosion, but actually it was probably this kind of narrow ride beginning. And so I ran through this erosion gully, which was not a good choice. I should have stayed on top and run on the edge of the erosion gully. So what happened here is that I missed the control, which was right above me right now. And I didn't realize, I thought that it will be these stones or somewhere I will see some kind of valley or small valley where the control will be. So I continued, and here I didn't saw the control here, I missed it. So I continued even further, and then when I realized that that the control is somewhere on the top, when I started focus more on the map, then I finally found the control. But as you can see right now, I'm still going somewhere. I basically stopped at this second stones, or this part. Here I thought this doesn't seem right, it's too far, and it's just it didn't make sense to me. So I slowly started thinking differently, turned back, and I had to fight it back a little bit. So this is basically 30 seconds. Normally 30-40 seconds to get from control 1 to 2. For me it took like 2.5 minutes, so I lost 2 minutes plus there. From afar I could see the control there, but when I was below it in the erosion gully, I didn't saw it, obviously. So that's the first mistake of this race and first significant loss. Here to control number 3, there were 2 choices. Either you would go to the right and along the roads that are going through that greenish area, but I think I got a little bit influenced by the runner in front of me, and I started running more towards left, and I decided to take the route through that valley where is the stream. I mean, not a bad choice, but definitely it was longer, and I guess I'm not sure how much I lost, but I think I lost over 2 minutes, although I didn't really do any mistake, and I was trying to run as fast as I could. So yeah, maybe this guy also kind of reassured me that this is a good choice, but whatever. At this stage I was already decided to go this route, so I will speed it up because it's quite clear. Here I think I did a small mistake. Maybe I was afraid of the marsh that is at the end of this track, but I decided to go through that narrow ride or path which is inside that greenish area, more towards control number 3. I think that slowed me down a little bit, but overall it could have been like 10-15 seconds, so not much. Maybe or not maybe, but it would have been better to go straight. I wouldn't lose time thinking. Now nothing that I would add. As you can see, attacking the control was not easy because we had to climb this slope. When you look on the map, there is this bright green area fenced. That's the right side choice, and I think from that, although I would have to climb a little bit, I would come to this control from top, and it would be easier to reach this control, I guess. And definitely it was a shorter way and faster, so that's where I lost. Now to control number 4, again, I was kind of not lost, I was kind of afraid of this green forests, these more thicker forests, younger, so I think that was the reason why I decided to go to the left and to along the paths into the valley, and then furthermore, now that I'm looking at the map, if I would go basically straight here and then into the valley, and then you can see there is a clearing, so aiming for that clearing in the valley, climb it up there, and then I would be basically somewhere on the top, and I could just follow the contours, and I would come to control number 4 from the top. I think that would be a little bit shorter, not much, and probably a little bit faster. Now I decided to go this way. At least it was, going along the roads or paths, so that was fast. I will now move it on so that I get to next decision point, let's say. Here I was thinking first to just continue straight and along those young forests, and then up to control 4. but because I saw that I will have to climb to control 4 anyways, I decided to start the climb already here, get to those parts, and then to control number 4. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid those green patches, along running through the open forest is a little bit faster, a little bit less worrying about your direction. So that's why I ran around. Then there is this small junction where the bigger part bends, and that's where I decided to just go straight. And I was able to keep my direction and get to control number 4 safely. So I will move it there. Here from control number 4, I think it's fairly obvious that I would go up along these erosion gullies. Here probably I'm just deciding which one is the best. Then when I climbed up, I just followed this erosion, and from there I tried to go straight to control number 5. But as you will see, I don't know exactly why, but I deviated from my direction. I didn't follow the bearing properly. Maybe because I wasn't focused enough, I guess. So when I came to the erosion gully, I thought that I'm at the point where is this knoll, and actually I was like 100 meters below that point. There was another refreshment station, and I didn't properly read the contours of the erosion gully, so that's why I then ended up in a different branch of this erosion, and the greenish part was not very distinguishable to me, let's say, or I don't know. So, but I stopped there. I didn't continue, and I decided to go the different direction, and I sort of headed to control number 5 and found it eventually. But I lost at least a minute and a half here. You can see that I'm going around this vegetation boundary, but honestly I didn't really recognize it. And here you can see the I thought here this is the knoll on my right side, which was not correct. Here I'm inside this erosion gully, and when I climbed up, I think I was lost here and didn't realize that I should go more to the north, let's say. Was it north? I don't know, but more towards my right side. So that was another mistake I did here, and I was just running around these gullies. Here, I'm not sure why there was this greenish color. It doesn't look like that. Maybe it should have been hatched, but it didn't look that green. So even here, I didn't fully recognize where exactly I am. I am still continuing. I was still expecting that the control should be at the end of this valley. Obviously, I didn't saw it, so I started thinking maybe I should go back. So that's what I did, but it's taking me too long. Why? Maybe I'm still looking. I don't know. I don't know what am I doing right now. The control is not there. I just remember that I didn't know where I am, and I started going back. This guy also didn't know where he is, or I was actually asking him if he saw my control, but he said no. So here I probably decided to go back to a place where I knew I was before, and then I noticed the control. I saw it. So another probably 2 minutes lost here. And now to control number 6, this is quite easy. You have these paths inside the forests along your guiding line, let's say. So I was trying to, go and head in the direction so I can hit that junction of that path. I wasn't quite successful in that, but reading the map and looking at the surroundings, I was able to distinguish that I'm not really running in the proper direction. I was able to correct myself, and I was able to get back on track. So I lost a little bit there, and then I lost a little bit when finding the control number 6 in this small valley. Anyways, I will speed it up right now. So here I basically reached the edge of the mountain, or not mountain, the slope, and there was the edge of the valley. From that I was able to sort of distinguish where exactly I am, and I started heading towards the control number 6. There was this small clearing that was like distinguishable, but I didn't attack the control you can see these small valleys or erosions on the side, so I wasn't lucky enough to hit the correct one. So I climbed up and basically then I saw some people coming from the control. I just asked them for a reassurance and then got control number 6. So let's say not best performance here, but not the worst either. When I checked the results, I lost like a minute and a half here, which was surprising, but given the fact that I stopped at that junction and I was deciding on my next move there, and also here I was looking for the control, that kind of explains itself, let's say. But let's move on to control number 7. Here general idea was to just follow the stream or this erosion gully, let's say. Also, I noticed this guy overpassing me, so I sort of followed him. But to be honest, maybe I was already so tired that I didn't notice that that path in front of me, and I was already expecting control number 7 somewhere here, which was then, funny to me. I was like, where is this road coming from? And after that, I saw it on the map. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm going into this stream or into this erosion gully now, because I thought that the control will be already on my left, and then I realized, oh no, there is this road, so I have to go and pass this road first. And since I was already in this stream or in this valley, I decided to go to the other side of it and just follow it on its. Now, as I'm looking on the map, this is for me, it's a left side, but if we are speaking like geographically correct, it's the right side of this stream or erosion gully, because like the water goes from opposite direction. Anyway, let's not complicate things. Here then it was quite clear and easy, because I started climbing a little bit the slope here, because I was anticipating the control more towards the end of the valley branch. And I didn't do any more mistake here, so I got there, and then I was able to continue further. As you can see, to control number 7, I decided to go along this vegetation boundary between, the open forest and the young forest, and to follow the road. I think I was also influenced by the runner who is in front of me, and then I just continued up until the gamekeeper's stand, and from there I took a bearing and ran straight to control number 8. I think I was a little bit better in taking the direction than the runner in front of me. I think he overshot it a little bit too much to the right, and we ended up at the control number 8 in the same time, basically. So let's say I caught up on him a little bit, and now to control number 9, I was just following the erosion gully on its left side where this small path is, and then around it to the edge of the clearing where was the control number 9, and from there to end to the finish. So I will speed it up here a little bit because there is not much else to add, let's say. When I finished, I actually had quite a good feeling from the race. I thought that, you know, okay, I did a couple of mistakes, but I didn't get totally lost. But when I looked at the results, I was 20 for 21st, so it wasn't a great performance. I lost 10 minutes to the winner, so at the end I wasn't so happy about it. Anyways, I hope you learned something from my mistakes, and I hope you will follow me to the next stage, to the last stage of this tour, let's say, and enjoy the rest of the run. I will speed it up a little bit, and see you at the next video. Bye.